Hello, my name is Amy Acosta, and today we are going to talk about syllable. Next. Okay, the definition and structure of syllables, also the syllable types, the method to find syllables or syllable division, and syllable pattern. Next, please. Okay, what is syllable? A syllable is a group of one or more sounds. Also, we can say that a syllable is a part of word that contains a single sound and that is produced as a unit. So, for example, book has only one syllable, but reading has two syllables. It forms the basic building block of a spoken language and is often described as a single beat or unit of rhythm in speech. Syllables can be varied in complexity, ranging from simple ones with just one vowel sound, like or a, to more complex ones with consonant clusters, like street or splendid. We can say as well that in linguistic terms, syllables are so important for understanding word structure, pronunciation, and reading in language. As you can see here, we have an example of a syllable that is that we have a division here, like banana. Next, please. Next. Okay, so the other one, please. Okay, so now the syllable structures. Syllables are units within words, and they are also have like an inner structure of their own. Every syllable has a nucleus, which is the most sonorous part of the syllable, a vowel or another sonorous sound. If there are consonants which are less sonorous, they are make up like the onset and the coda of the syllable, and they are divided into three parts, which are onset, nucleus, and coda. The onset is the initial consonant or consonant clusters of a syllable occurring before the vowel. The nucleus is usually a vowel sound that is in core or central part of the syllable. It's typically the most sonorous or loudest part of the syllable. And the coda, this is the final consonant or consonant cluster of a syllable, occurring after the vowel, as you can see in this example here. Next, please. Okay, this is like the parts of the syllable as well, and we can see here some like options to describe the nucleus, that is the most important structure of the syllable. The nucleus is mandatory, and most of the time the vowel a vowel is the nucleus of the syllable, and a syllable may consist of the nucleus alone, or the nucleus may have other sounds attached to it, either in front or in the back of it. Next, please. The onset, that one consists of all segments in the syllable that precede the nucleus. Sounds attached to the beginning of the nucleus are called the onset. Onset might consist of one or more sounds segments, and the coda, those are attached to the end of the nucleus that are called coda, and may consist of one or more sound segments. You can see here an example with cat and sing. You can see, for example, in cat, the C is the onset, the nucleus of the syllable is the and the coda is the T. And the other example is sing, that you can see the onset, that is the S, the E is the nucleus, and the other The other part of this word or this syllable is the coda. Next, please. Those are exercises that we're going to develop in the class. So this is my part. So next, please.
Hi, my name is Alondra Mendez, and I'm going to talk about the first three type of syllables: open, close, vowel, consonant, e. The next, open syllables are a small part of words that contain a vowel or a vowel sound. There are six types of syllables. Open syllables are the second most common. Open syllables end with a vowel. The vowel makes a long sound. For example, he, go, hi, me, no, so, we, go, flew, be, she, me, it. The next one, closed syllables. Um, closed syllables, which end with a consonant and the vowel has short sound. Consonant sound are closed by the tongue, teeth, and lips. For example, not, but, stop, wet, look, got, hip, bed. You can divide the closed syllables into part. As we can see here, um, napkin, son, pencil, kitten, lesson, trumpet, dentist, insect, etc. The next one, vowel consonant E. All of these syllables end in one vowel, one consonant, and a final E. The final E is silent and the vowel is long. For example, cake, plane, inside, invite, computer, female, sincere, combine, etc. The next one. And here we have some exercises about syllables that we are going to develop in class.
Hello, my name is Karen Alexandra Pimentel, and I will continue talking about the types of syllables. In this occasion, we will talk about air control vowels. This term describes all the syllables that end with an after vowel. Those are influenced by the R sound in the word, changing how they are spoken. The vowels are not short, even if the syllables appear to be close. Examples include the vowels in words like bird, word, or car. The effect of the R on the vowel can result in the linguistics described as a color vowel, where the vowel sound takes on characteristics reminiscent of the R sound instead. This often involves a centralization or spacing of the vowel, giving it a distinctive quality that is improved by the articulation of the R sound. It's important is classification of the syllables because this highlights how the presence of the consonant R can shape the pronunciation of presenting vowels in certain English accents. Next one. Here we have some words and we need to classify them in closed and vowel R. Okay, the next one is vowel syllables or also called this one vowel pairs. These ones are those that have two vowels in a row. These vowels can be uttered independently or combined to make a diphthong, which is a single complex vowel sound. We have here some examples, for example, O como cow, E como feet. In English, vowel pairs can be found in various contexts, including diphthongs that, as I mentioned, is a single complex vowel sound, and also in hagios, where is when two vowel sounds are pronounced separately across syllable boundaries. Next one. You need to take care about these three things. Vowels in syllables is when you have two vowels working together to make one sound. Then we have sometimes W and Y will function as the second vowel. And sometimes the sound is a diphthong O, etc. Next one. Now you have a little exercise. You need to classify or find the vowel change in these words. Remember that it's a bit like closed vowel for a no sorry for us open vowels, but there are not open at all. Next one. The last one type of syllable is consonant or syllable or final. These are those that cannot be further broken down indeterminate in a diagram or consonant blend. These syllables are frequently occurred in multisyllabic words in English and disappear at the conclusion of words. Next one. Here we have some common final stable syllables. We have here the ending of the vowels can it's like have a pattern, but depending on the word you can pronounce it have a different pronunciation. For example, we have nation, television, table, uncle, humble, future, and there are more, but these ones are the most common. Next one. Now, take 30 seconds and think about some final 30 seconds you will share with the class. Next one. Now, here we have some examples that CO words or OE words that are final stable. We have, for example, humble, simple, jungle, etc. Next one. And here we have final stable syllables with yon. For example, attention, mission, conclusion, exception, etc.
Good evening, my name is Emmanuel Sanchez, and I'm going to explain the different methods that you can use to count letters, the syllables in the word. There are a few methods that we can use to count words. I'm going to describe them, uh, uh, and I'm going to also explain how to use them. On the next one, you will see that we have the two methods. This is very easy. You just have to place your hand under your chin and then you say out loud the word that you want to pronounce. And every time that the chin touches your hand, it's going to be a syllable. For example, if you use clarify, you will see that it has three touches in your hand. It means that it has three syllables. The next one is very similar to the prior method. The difference is that instead of using your hand and your chin, you're going to clap. every time you hear a vowel sound, you are going to click clap. So for example, the one that you see on the screen is cartridge. So we use cartridge. It has two vowel sounds, so it has two syllables. The next method that we can use is to listen. Uh, the difference between the other two and this one is that instead of counting with your hand on your chin, you're going to count in mind. Every vowel sound that you hear, you're going to be counting in your mind. That is a syllable. And the next one uh, is the written method. That method is that you're going to write down the word that you are going to be dividing, and you subtract every pair of vowels that makes it sound together, and you subtract one for every silent vowel. For example, the one in the screen, you see chicken has two vowels, and you will see that it has two sounds, chip and turn, chicken. On the next one is the talk like a robot. Is going to You're going to say out loud, and you're going to be saying in a robotic manner. So, for example, on the word computer, you say like a robot, computer, and you will see that it has three vowel sounds, so it has three syllables. The next method is the jump method. In that one, you're going to put into a piece of paper the word, and then you're going to try to jump in place for every syllable. For example, crocodile that you can see on the screen, you see crocodile, you just put a dash or a hop in every time you see a vowel sound, and also you can see that it has three hops, which is has three syllables. In the word happy, you will see that it has two hops, which means two syllables. Now we're going to be doing some exercises of this. You will see I just gave you three words here, and you're going to use three different methods to count them, and then you're going to say how many syllables it has. Let's start with the word formula. So you're going to use any method, and you will see that formula has three vowel sounds. It means it has three syllables. The next one, you're going to use a bigger method. You will see the headphone has two syllables. And the last one, remember, you're going to use a bigger method. You see carbon, you can say like another robotic matter. Carbon, you see has two vowel sounds, it has two syllables. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm going to leave you with my classmates for the next topic.
Hello, my name is Lady Tapia and I am going to be talking about syllable patterns. So, when you look at a word, you may be able to find one of these three main patterns. When you see letter V, it stands for vowel, while C stands for consonant. So you may see vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, or VCV, or the letter, or you may see a vowel followed by three consonants and then another vowel sound. Each pattern comes with different choices for division and accent or stress placement. But why should I be aware of syllable division patterns? So, basic knowledge about syllable patterns allows us to improve our reading performance. It lets us perceive where words should be divided and where to stress our pronunciation. So, the first one is going to be VCCV, two consonants between vowels. So, we have three choices. First one being to divide between the consonants and to place the accent on the first syllable. For example, we have insect, mascot. So, you can first try to find the two vowel sounds. So, it is going to give you an idea of how many syllables you're going to be looking for. And after that, you may want to identify the pattern. In insect, we have vowel I, two consonants, N, S, and then another vowel, E. So you have insect. You can also add your methods to find the syllables, and also it is going to help you in finding where you need to mark the accent of the word. Your second choice is to divide between the consonants and place the accent on the second syllable, or make the accent on the second syllable stress. So I have combine, for example, two syllables, combine, and then you may want to divide between the two consonants. Prior identification of the pattern. And third choice is to divide before the two consonants, and the accent will go to the first syllable. For example, as we may see it in the word fragant, we have the pattern first, vowel A, GR consonants, and the last vowel A, and two syllables, accent on the first one. Then we have the VCV, or one consonant between two vowels. Your first choice is to divide before the consonant, and the accent will be on the first syllable, as in super. You identify the pattern first, and then you are going to be able to divide it before the consonant. Your second choice is to divide before the consonant and place the accent on the second syllable, as in omit. Vowel O, consonant M, vowel I, omit. Keep in mind that when I say vowel, I'm speaking about the sounds, not the graphics. Your third choice is going to be divide after the consonant and accent the first syllable, as in, for example, the word travel or molder. Then we have VCCV, or three consonants between two vowels. The first choice is to divide after the first consonant, and accent will be going to the first syllable, as in monster or hamster. Your second choice is to divide after the first consonant and stress the second syllable, as in complete. And your third choice to divide after the second consonant and stress the first syllable, as in pumpkin. There are some tips that you may want to be aware of. First one being, always be aware of the vowel sounds that you have in your word. Then, for example, if you have a vowel consonant vowel pattern, you may want to divide after the consonant when the first vowel has a short sound, as for example in the word cat. Or if you have a word such as basic, also BCB pattern, so basic, you divide before the consonant. Also, if you have a compound word such as windmill or sandbox, for example, you just have to identify the two words that are put together to have the compound word, and you just have to divide them. Windmill, sandbox. And if you have a word such as unkindly, it's a long word, you might want to check if you have a suffix or a prefix. If you do, then you just divide syllables before a suffix and after a prefix. And you are going to have unkindly, three syllables. Also, we have to remember that we don't divide diagrams. For example, in gather, that or th, we won't divide it. Or vowel changes, as in beaver. We don't divide those. Or in our controlled vowels, those are to be kept together. And if you have a silent E, for example, you won't divide them because since it is a silent E, there's no vowel sound, as in reptile. So what you may want to do is to keep your silent E with the previous consonant plus the previous vowel. Those are to be kept together. So in reptile, you have two vowels, two, sorry, syllables. lengths are to be kept together as well, such as in words like secret. And if you have words that include, for example, are a ing particle or glued sounds, you don't divide them. Also, if you have a word with a final stable le case, you don't divide them, the le, because remember that you have a silent e. So you take the le plus the previous consonant for your syllable. Make it ready to try to exercise applying what you already learned about this topic. And after a couple of seconds, you might want to check your answers. And this is all from us. Thank you.